Full moon in Cancer, the energy of this moment. Today, the moon reached its fullness in Cancer, creating an intensive emotional portal. And with the sun in Capricorn in opposition, we experience a tug of war between hard and duty, emotion and responsibility, past and future. A curious fact: this is the first supermoon of the year. It's 6% larger and 12% brighter, amplifying everything we feel. The tension with Venus and Mars in Capricorns intensify this challenge. The heart asks for comfortable, and the reality demands structures. We will bring more information and suggestions on how to practice the ARTJinShin to be in harmony and healthier and happier this week, okay? So we are going to talk about this full moon in Cancer. This is a perfect encounter. When the full moon occurs in Cancer, its domicile sign, we are faced with lunar energy in its most potent expression. It's as if the moon were at home, ruling with total power over the emotional of waters. What this combination reveals? I'm going to bring some examples. We are talking about radiant emotions, maximizing sensitive, heightened intuition, intensive nostalgia. Another one we can talk about: focus on home and family. It needs emotional security, needs affective bounds in evidence. Other one is emotional harvest. What has been planned in the last 6 months, as an example, demands recognition. And we are also talking about deep revelations. Everything that was hidden comes to the surface, like desires, vulnerabilities, needs, even our limits will come to the surface, okay? And if you already know me, you know that I'm passionate about the relations that exists with ARTJinShin, with the Jin Shin Jutsu. But if you don't know me, I am Douglas Demarchi, and I welcome you to our channel. I will share with you also messages from the tarot cards to better illustrate our meetings and to facilitate your connection and to choose the most effective practice for this moment, okay? So let's start with card one. We'll be talking about dissolving fears. Let your fears dissolve. Fear and neediness are at play now. Acting out of insecurity is risk. We may manifest exactly what we try to avoid. The message is clear. Face your fears so they will dissolve. When we don't face them, they manipulated us, making us act in the ways that we don't recognize ourselves. Okay? We are going to bring an harmonizing affirmation for this moment. I love and I accept myself completely as I am. I'm going to repeat that. I love and accept myself completely as I am. Okay? And how we can make a relation with this third card? To this first card, I'm going to say, how about releasing the unnecessary, the excess baggage? Okay, moving to card two, resolution of personal issues. A personal problem comes to resolution, that's it. Emotions are running high. This is the particularity feminine. We are talking about sensitivity and a delicate phase. Family and domestic issues also demands attention. A challenge is coming to the end, but it requires you to be gentle. Be a gentle leader overcome insecurities, and do it without being aggressive, okay? Uh, a profound teaching coming from that. Cancer is one of the moon's ruling signs. So, astrologically, there is a feeling that everything is as it should be. Even in this intensity, there is harmony. Okay? So, making a relation with the second card, be the smile. Okay? Be the smile. Third card, we are going to make a relation to the moon. Talking about the moon, we are talking about soul and mystery. What does your instinct tell you? The moon represents our soul, the intimate and hidden side of who we are. It governs intuition, self protection, the need to hide, to discover and recover our energy. And it's the feminine principle. So we are talking about most, darkness, flexibility. Okay, now it's time to get in this moon. It's time to open your mind for visions. Appreciate the feminine wisdom. Find your receptive side. Trust your intuition above logic and embrace the mystery without needing an immediate answer. Okay? And for me comes a message that has been appearing quite a bit in this transition of the year. Take a break, pause, stop, look, and listen. And now moving to Cancer, I feel it. Okay? Yes, that's the four card. Cancer, I feel. Trust the wisdom of what you feel. No, this is what it's about. Cancer is the sign of deep imagination, of connection with the invisible, of hiding power in the emotional depth. Okay? It's like the solitary moon in a night sky. Cancerians carry mystery and the magnet attraction. Okay, this card also confirms emotional or emotions are running high. There is a connection to the invisible world. We can work with or pay attention in ghosts, spirits, inherited physic abilities or psychic abilities, type on of power hiding behind these intense feelings also. Okay, the central of this message, your feelings are God, your soul is your temple. Okay, and in this quite specific moment or in any moment, how about the universal harmonizing energy of the main central? It's a good option, okay? And harmonizing the full moon in Cancer with Jin Shin Jutsu. Well, in the art of Jin Shin, Cancer is directly related to the spleen organ function. And the spleen organ function belongs to the first step. The spleen is ascendant energy and works as partnership with the stomach, with descending. So why is the spleen essential for Cancer? This is a huge relation. It's water element. So governs all the fluid and the deep emotions. Imagine water element flowing with the emotions. It's related to astrological house 4. That's the ruler home of family, roots, emotional security. We can also talk, I like to remember that is suggestions that I remember instructor bringing from Mary, the energetic and the physical warmth. The spleen is fundamental for projects in the womb. The womb is the home where life is formed. If you want to feel at home with yourself in this world where you were formed, you want to make a spleen flow. So you will be at home with yourself in this world. Okay? So spleen is your ally for that. I also remember Mary in the answer sheet. If we move from cervical's moon, is cervical 7. And Cancer is thoracic 4. This vertebral connection means and show how this week lunar energy travel through our spine, from the neck through the heart, in your back, in your spine. This is a very good and relation journey, okay? So this is how the art is related and how this energy is flowing through the full moon in Cancer, okay? Let's bring some suggestions for this moment. For real, the most good that you can get is doing a full spleen flow. Okay, that's it's meant for this week. Okay, for matters of home, family, for feeling at home with yourself. That's really, really good. Remember, I also said the womb is the home where the life is formed, and the spleen help you feel at home with yourself. Okay, so a great benefit, and also for ladies who wants to work any project in the womb. Okay, benefits: harmonize family relation, brings the sense of belonging, balance concerns about home, talks about nurturing projects in gestation, and I think that's it. What another relation? We can also talk about through the fingers. You can take the index fingers because index is related to stomach and also earth element, but it will help to digest emotional thoughts. So you can deal better with that. But you can also use your tongue because tongue is the facilitator of the first step, okay? So it will help all the other fingers to harmonize all energy in that way of benefits. So it facilitates the flow to all energies, calms general worries, and harmonize body, mind, and spirit. A very good relation. A third tip is personal energetic center 7. This is the flow of the energy center where Cancer is located. It's Cancer in personal saved energy lock 7. So there is pretty well, and almost 7 is the specialist of the mind. Let's relate it to some benefits. Release accumulated worries and fears, for sure, clear confused thoughts, and also process this intense emotion of these moods. As a specialist, is the specialist in harmonizing your mind. So that's it. And now let's make summing up for this full moon in Cancer. It brings intense emotions, profound relation, and focus on home and family. Also dissolve fears by facing them. So trust the reason of your feelings, okay? And let's repeat these 3 tips that we did from ARTJinShin for this full moon in Cancer. For sure, spleen flow, feel at home, harmonize family, and also the 4 house ruled by Cancer in astrology. And use index finger, stomach, digesting thoughts, or also use your thumb because it's facilitator of first step, will help everything. And the third tip, we just talk about personal energetic center 7s. 7 is this mind specialist. It will process thoughts and emotion, okay? The affirmation for the harmony of this moon, I'm just going to repeat for you. I love and accept myself completely as I am, okay? If you want to know more about these mysteries of the magic moon of this week, subscribe to the channel. There is exclusive content related to ARTJinShin or to Jin Shin Jyutsu, okay? So enjoy the moon of the week and see you later.